Your view on Nvidia, and especially how this market trades until we get that report. It feels like we've gotten a lot of confirmation on the quote-unquote AI trade and big investments, whether it comes to chip buying in the Middle East or CapEx investments being maintained here in the U.S. But we won't really know until we hear from Nvidia during their earnings report. What are you expecting from that earnings report? How do you think the market trades until we get it?
I think the most important thing to come out of this past earnings report is that AI is more important than tariffs to the stock market. It might be hard to believe, but I want you to know, and Michael Sembelis at JP Morgan has actually done this research, the term AI was mentioned 2.6 times more often than the word tariff in this last round of S&P 500 earnings reports. And if you ask me what saved the stock market this April, I have to point to the massive gains in the Mag 7 and other AI-related names when one by one, every single important CEO in cloud computing and chips and software came out and said, not only are we affirming our spending guide for CapEx, in some cases, we're actually raising it. If we didn't get that, we're not in an S&P that's 3% from the high. Anyone who wants to disagree with me can, but they'll be wrong. And I have the data to back it up. This is an AI-driven tape. This is still the most important theme in the entire market. Yes, there are other themes. Yes, there are other sectors doing well. But absent AI, there's just no chance that we would have pulled this spring out of the hole the way that we have. And that's because of the affirmed guidance on what's happening with this investment mega theme. So that's how I feel about AI in general, and Nvidia is the most important company. Nvidia's situation is it's the sun, and AI is a solar system revolving around it. So I'm long. I don't know. There's a lot of words to tell you what you already know. I'm not going anywhere.
Were you excited at all, really quickly, because we're going to move on, about the Foxconn TSMC deal that they announced, where they're going to all work together on these AI factories to build supercomputers? I mean, it seems like the business they're already doing, but they're kind of bringing in even more partners. They already have a kind of an ecosystem of partners, but two new ones.
Yeah, I guess that's great because it's, you know, we want to accomplish two things. We want to maintain global dominance in AI, and we want to have the companies in that arena profitable. And unfortunately, that means manufacturing a lot of things, not just chips, outside of the U.S. But we also want to acknowledge the fact that we probably abandoned technological manufacturing to a way greater extent than we needed to over the last 30 years, and the pendulum should swing back. We should be able to make more than we currently can make in the United States. I think there's room to believe in both ideas. So yes, that's a good announcement. I don't think it would change my opinion on whether or not to own Nvidia or any of the related companies, but sure, we definitely want to see more of that.